Okay, again, my name is Michael Sparks. The title of my speech today is Consider Choosing Synthetic Motor Oil. Many people probably don't really think too much about what type of motor oil they put in their car. I'm kind of passionate about the type I use. I want to talk a little bit briefly as an introduction, the 6 responsibilities of motor oil. The number 1 is to minimize friction and wear. Motor oil, its number 1 function is a lubricant. It lubricates moving parts. Number 2, cleanliness. We don't often think that motor oil can keep things clean, but there are detergents in motor oil that keep the internal parts of your vehicle clean, free of rust and free of deposits, called deposit control. Number 3, an important part of motor oil is to cool moving parts. Anybody ever work in a factory? They machine parts when they make different things out of metal. They actually use lubricants as a coolant to keep that part from overheating and warping. So inside your engine, the same thing happens with motor oil. It removes heat away and takes it to a different part of the engine. Number 4, prevent contamination by acting as a seal. There's a seal between your piston and the cylinder walls that's created by a ring. It's called a piston ring. Well, and there's a micro seal that is actually caused by the lubricant. The lubricant on the piston wall is also part of that seal, preventing contamination from the combustion to getting into the motor oil. It also prevents fuel from the combustion process from getting into your motor oil. So prevention of contamination by acting as a seal. Number 5, dampen shock. Inside your engine is many moving parts. Some are reciprocating, some are moving up and down, some are cylindrical type of actions. So any part inside your engine that is moving up and down, when it stops and goes in the other direction, there's a shock happening there. Lubricants can help with that as well. And number 6, prevent corrosion. A lubricant can help prevent rust inside your engine, especially for this time of year. You might be taking your motorcycle and putting it up for a few months. That lubricant film inside there is going to prevent the inside of your engine from causing rust. So is it motor oil just motor oil? I go to Walmart or Pep Boys or what have you, and I can just get whatever kind's on the shelf. It all looks the same when I pour it out. It's that honey color and it comes on out. Looks clear to me, looks clean. Well, the question is a motor oil all the same, and what is the difference? I'm going to specifically talk a little bit about the difference between synthetic motor oil and conventional or refined oil. What is a synthetic motor oil? Synthetic lubricants are chemically engineered to form pure lubricants. There are no contaminants inside of that are in synthetic oils. They contain no contaminants or molecules that don't have a designed purpose. They're versatile and pure. They have a uniform molecular structure and a maximum film strength and extreme temperature performance above and beyond conventional motor oil. On the other hand, conventional oils are refined from crude oil. They pump them out of the ground. It's just what they make gasoline and diesel oil and tar that goes on the road that they make streets with, as well as gases that are very light and volatile. They can go out of, they burn off and they're very lightweight molecules. And in the process, when they refine, they separate these out at the refinery, but they can't get all the different types of contaminants out. And this is where a synthetic motor oil can have a better performance. 3 advantages to a synthetic lubricant. They have superior protection and superior flow. They have better cold temperature properties, which means some synthetic oils can flow down to 60 below zero. I don't know about you, but if it's 60 below zero, I'm not going out to my car, let alone trying to start it. But if you're using a synthetic lubricant, you know it would start. Also, in high temperatures, a synthetic oil can help the internal parts of an engine run 20 to 50 degrees cooler. And you wonder, how can that happen? Because synthetic oils are pure, they have less friction, less internal friction inside the motor. That equates to less heat and more power and better fuel economy. Lastly, synthetic oils can last longer. They're formulated with resilient base stocks and performance additives withstand heat and stress better than conventional oils. Some synthetic oils, like the company that I happen to work for, we actually can recommend people to go 1 year or 25,000 miles on an oil change. In closing, I hope this information helps you understand how a synthetic oil is higher performance than a conventional oil. Again, synthetic oils feature higher film strength, better high and cold temperature protection, cooler operating temperatures, and no buildup inside your engine over time. And to sum it up in 5 things, that's how I sell my products. It starts easier in the cold, lasts longer, runs cooler in the heat, has better fuel economy, and saves money in the long run. Choose synthetic oil. Thank you.